Now, strong winds and heavy rain pounding the Bay Area, knocking down trees and turning streets into rivers. Good evening. I'm Elizabeth Cook.
And I'm Ken Bassita. We have reporters all over the Bay Area covering the storm tonight.
KPIX 5 Chief Meteorologist Paul Deanno begins our live storm team coverage with a look at high-def Doppler. Paul.
And top to bottom, guys, this was the wettest day in the Bay Area since the 11th of March, more than 9 months ago. Lots of rain still out there everywhere where you see yellow, and there's a lot of it. We do have some moderate to heavy rainfall, especially on the peninsula right now. We will start there and take a look at the rainfall coming down on 280 and Highway 101. That's you in Redwood City. Also San Mateo, Half Moon Bay, and Pacifica, all the way north to the city of San Francisco and South City. We move on now to another pocket of heavy rainfall. San Ramon, Dublin, Pleasanton, Livermore, the Tri-Valley, Hayward and Fremont. It is just pouring right now. Berkeley, it's pouring. Concord, Antioch, Pittsburgh. Walnut Creek, we're seeing some heavy rainfall. And the North Bay, you had about 8 hours of heavy rainfall. Just now, it's beginning to lessen up to just some light rain showers. But the most impressive rainfall totals, which I'll get to in a second, certainly were in Napa County, Sonoma County, and Marin County. Urban and small stream flood advisory, basically street flooding, is likely to continue through the evening commute for the entire Bay Area, except for the Santa Clara Valley. And the highest rain totals, when you add everything up over the past couple days, San Anselmo and Calistoga, more than 4 inches of rain. Healdsburg and Lagunitas, more than 5 inches of rain. Venado, 9 inches of rain. And Futurecast says the rain is not done even at 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. We'll talk about when everything moves out and what moves in next. That's coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Paul, thank you. The heavy rain started in the North Bay this morning.
KPIX 5 reporter Emily Turner on roads that are now underwater. Emily?
There are a lot of roads that are underwater, and one of them is this road right behind me, where it's a little dark, but you might be able to see a poor, sad, lonely BMW who is stalled out because they tried to brave the waters and shouldn't have. To say it was a wet day in the North Bay would be an understatement.
It's coming down pretty good.
King tides combined with heavy rain snarled traffic and flooded streets all day. San Rafael Public Works were even out filling up sandbags just in case.
We just carry them around just in case we've got water diversion to go out of the facilities and whatnot.
Water was more than a foot deep near the Manzanita Park and Ride, and Caltrans was out in full force rerouting drivers along the flooded roadways and also assisting drivers who chose to brave the water then regretted it.
We live in a country that when it rains it floods, so you get a lot of cars going off through roads, through mud like this and through water like this, and if you're too low you're not going to make it.
Up in Sonoma County, more than a dozen roads were closed for flooding or trees down, including this one in Windsor. A flash flood warning for northern Marin and Sonoma counties was in effect until 5, urging more than 40,000 folks to stay off the streets until the water subsided.
Probably one of the creeks is backing up and going into the Russian River, and the Russian River's high right now. And so when the river gets high, the creek backs up and it floods the roads.
And I talked to officials here in Sonoma County, and they say they do not expect the Russian River to get above flood level. So that is very good news for the folks up here. But as you can see, it's still raining, so they are expecting some of these water levels to continue to rise, at least in the next couple of hours. So they're urging people to stay at home. Reporting live in Sonoma County, Emily Turner, KPIX 5.
And check out this mess, a major interchange in the North Bay, completely underwater. This is where Highway 121 meets Highway 12 in Sonoma County. It is completely underwater. No estimated time that the route would be reopened.
Same story here, a road that's now a river, really. Swift-moving water rushed across Green Valley Road near Sebastopol this morning, forcing most drivers to avoid that area. But a few people took a chance, and those cars are really being brave. They drove their SUVs and trucks through that area anyway.
And a mess farther north in Sonoma County. A large tree came crashing down over part of Highway 116 near Forestville. That hit some communication lines, knocked the power out. The road was closed for a couple of hours.
And a soaker for downtown San Anselmo. Sheets of rain were coming down during the late morning hours. The town is prone to flooding in the San Anselmo Creek. The business owners there have been put on alert about rising floodwaters.
Well, a woman driving in San Rafael filmed this flooded intersection while she was sitting at a red light. We're going to show it to you. This is on San Pedro Road, and you can see cars slowly trying to navigate through that water. Not a great idea. And we're watching all the rain draining into the Bay Area's creeks and rivers.
Christin Ayers is monitoring those river levels. Christin?
Yeah, the biggest concern right now is the North Bay. That much rain in just one day has rivers at or above flood stage. The biggest concern, the San Anselmo River, as you saw, it's above flood stage. We have a crew headed there, but in the last few minutes, we have reports of flood sirens sounding in that area. In Petaluma, the Petaluma River at the D Street Bridge is just above flood stage of 8.4 feet. They are expecting only minor problems with the water at 8.75 feet. Also expecting some flooding along the Napa River at St. Helena. Flood stage there, 16 feet. We're looking for a crest of 17.7 feet by early this evening. And we are watching the Russian River as well. At Guerneville, water levels expected to flirt with flood stage before falling off. And now from rivers to roads. Highway 37, reports of lanes flooded near Highway 121. And with the heavy rain moving south, reports of flooded ramps along 580 and 880. We'll keep tracking all of this for you throughout the day. Liz?